of David from Bethlehem.
So here I am with Eshy, and I'm going to let him tell you about where we are because I'm lost. There's water behind me, so I know we will survive. He's a good leader, so just tell me what you think.
Where we are now, we are in the oasis in the Judea desert. It's called En Gedi. There is a natural spring and waterfall here, and that is a very important place to give life to people who are far from the city here in the big desert. And this is one of the places that the King David was spending his time after he was running away from the King Saul, who was becoming a bit crazy when he was full of jealousy in the King David before he became a king even. So David spent time in this area. He used the water to drink, to give water to his loyal people, and he also spent time in one of the caves which are up above there on the cliffs. And he had to wait until the King Saul died on the last battle on Mount Gilboa before he became a king. So this was the place for David to prepare himself and to trust God to provide to him whatever he needs. And also this was the area that he wrote the book of Psalms. Many of the Psalms were written here in the desert, and one of them is also talking about how God saved him from the King Saul and from his enemies. So it's a very hot place. We are in the middle of the summer now, and it's a very popular site to visit, En Gedi, which means the fountain of the deer. And we just saw before a group of a family of deers with the horns, and they know how to run on the narrow cliffs and how to find water and food. So that's it. It's a very biblical, important site.
Tell me what you just told us about the desert with Moses and Jeremiah and all the people, a desert time in your life.
Okay, so desert is a very dry place, a place that it's hard to survive, a place that you all the time dependent on water and actually help from heaven. Just like the birds, in a way, trust God without even knowing. He's the one to supply to them food and energy. And in the desert, many holy people spend their life before. Holy people like Moses, Elijah, Jeremiah, David, John the Baptist, and even the Lord Jesus. All of them, before they start their ministry, they spent time in the desert. Moses was 40 years in the desert before he led the children of Israel outside of Egypt, before he took them from slavery to freedom. He himself was alone in the desert for 40 years, and he learned how to trust God and how to clean himself from all the bad things and the things that he used to do in the past and to hear in the past. Here it's quiet in the desert. In the night you can see the stars and just be yourself in front of the Creator. So,
and we're just above the Dead Sea.
Yeah, we are very near the Dead Sea, like 2 minutes, 5 minutes drive from the Dead Sea. So it's also a very low place, and it's also very symbolic that a king is coming to a very low place, like he's humbling himself before he go up to the hill to find himself a kingdom. So first of all, you have to know how to humble himself and how to remember who he is in front of the Creator.
Amen. Well, it's been a pleasure to interview you and entrust my time on this trip under your submission as the tour guide, your company. What's the name of your company or who you work for, the company?
I work both for agencies and also a private. So I'm also self-employed. And right now I'm working for a company called Jet with a friend called Daniel Decker. But I'm doing also private tours, and find me Facebook or just ask a friend here.
Yeah.
He'll give you my contact.
I got you.
Eshy Narel.
Yes, sir. How old are you?
I'm 44 years old, married with one boy and one girl.
Amen.
Thank God, yeah.
Well, a lot.
It's very hot.
Very hot. So we need to move the team on.
Go to the shade.
And I want to thank you, Made Lightning Ministries. God bless you. Thank you.